Hello. Hello. My name is Yuri Venero. Today we are going to learn something about Indian English. It's part of a course Intercultural Communication and Language Teaching. We're going to speak about location, origins, spread, and speakers and the language itself. India um, is one of the most linguistically diverse countries globally, with hundreds of languages and thousands of dialects. The official languages are Hindi and English, but the constitution recognizes 22 major languages, example Bengali, Marathi, Telugu, Tamil, and Urdu. There is no single national language designated by the constitution. How did English enter into India? In the early 16th century via East India Company, the British presence in India began purely as a commercial venture. They wanted to trade with Indians. In this moment, English was the language used by British traders for internal communication and basic negotiation with local merchants. Later, comes the Raj period, or in Hindi word meaning rule or reign. This period is when the British Empire took control of India. In this moment, English became the sole official language of administration, law, higher education. Let's see how Indian English can be classified. Let's analyze Katcher's three circles model and Mayer's classification. According to Katcher's three circle models, there are three circles. Inner circle includes native speaking norms and institutions. We can mention here British English and American English. Then the outer circle, where English is institutionalized. It has its local norms, but it is used by population, normally as a second language. And then there is an expanded circle that includes global learners and international use. Indian English fits in the outer circle. With this model, Indian English is classified firmly in the outer circle. It's signifying its institutionalized status and crucial role in various domains like government, education, and media. According to Mayer's classification, there are four levels: the hypercentral variety, only one, the half, supercentral varieties, central varieties, and peripheral varieties. Let's analyze them. Hypercentral variety is the single dominant variety. The standard American English is considered the half, according to Mayer's. Why? Well, new words, slang, grammatical trends, and cultural norms flow outward from the half to other varieties. Let's see the example of selfie. It's a word that was necessary and coined in American English, and it went out, and other Englishes adopted the term. Yep, but it's rare for a Nigerian English term to become standard in Chicago. So we can hear the supercentral varieties, and incredibly, British English is classified here. Yep. Then we have central varieties. Other Englishes like Scottish Standard English and Irish English are examples of central varieties, and peripheral varieties like Maltese, Cameroonian, and Falklands Englishes. Where does Indian English fit here? Let's see. It fits in supercentral variety. That is incredible. It's at the same level as British English. Why? Because of these four reasons: demographic, regional epicenter, transnational influence, and institutional merit. Well, demographic weight. With over 125 million speakers, India has the second largest population of English speakers in the world. Regional epicenter, South Asia, looks at India and imitates its Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Nepal. Look at Indian English as a model. Transnational influence Unlike peripheral varieties, Indian English is highly mobile. It's thanks to IT industry and Bollywood. Finally, we have an institutional maturity. English has a robust self-contained structure. Yeah, it has a massive media industry and has literary traditions, even dictionaries and style guides. Let's analyze some phonological features. Retroflexion, consistent rhoticity, and interchangeability of V and we. Let's see. Retroflexion. What's it? Retroflections. Normally, consonants like T and D are pronounced with the tongue curved backwards. Yeah, and it's known as retroflexion. But in Indian English, it doesn't touch the feet. So you say dada and dade. So V and we sounds are used interchangeably. So you can so the words vine and wine can sound vine vine, vet. So the vet said the weather was wet. Here we can speak about rhoticity, consistent rhoticity. So the R vibrates like in car, beard, father, and they pronounce the R. Like, well, I have a car, and my teacher has a beard. Well, now let's speak about grammatical and syntactical features. Here we can say progressive with stative verbs. Well, when we learn English, they tell us you cannot say I am liking, but uh, in this variety of English, you can say I am believing you or she is liking music. Yeah, so that is correct in Indian English. Let's go to non-inverted interrogatives. Well, what's your name? Or where are you going? But you don't invert in some cases, like when you say where you are going, universal tag question, isn't it? That is the tag question. Yeah, so you say they, plural, are coming tomorrow. They're coming tomorrow, isn't it? But in the standard is they're coming tomorrow, aren't they? So this is a way to say things. Only for emphasis. In this case, we use only at the end, immediately after the word is modified. So I met him yesterday only. That is an example. In standard, you say, I met him only yesterday, or I only met him yesterday. But in Indian, you say, I met him yesterday only. Well, implications and connotations. Let's see the elite status and governance, multilingual integration, evolving national identity. Well, in the elite status and governance, English uh, remains the language of the social elite. Government, national press, and education maintain English. Now, multilingual integration, as it happens in other parts of the world, for example, in South America, Spanish melts with the local languages. It happens in India. So English blends with local languages, creating English. Finally, uh, the national identity includes English. It's associated official language. Well, as you see the references, we can say that Indian English is a language, a variety of English. It has its own norms. It has its own phonetic symbol, phonetic phonology, and rules. And it's just one of Englishes in the world. It must be respected, it must be used, and seen as a variety of English. Thank you for watching.